Let's dive right in. If you're in manufacturing, you know the feeling. You need skilled machinists, but finding them can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. Well, today, we're going to lay out a complete blueprint to solve that problem for good. I bet this question keeps a lot of you up at night. You post the job, you wait, and the right candidates just don't seem to be out there. It's a universal frustration in the industry, but the reason why it's so hard, well, that might just surprise you. And there it is. The simple, hard truth is that the market has changed. That plug-and-play operator with years of experience on your exact machines, they're becoming a relic of the past. So if your hiring strategy is still built around finding that perfect person, you're pretty much chasing a ghost. This right here, this is the crucial mindset shift. The most successful companies, they aren't just finding talent anymore, they're creating it. They've stopped fighting over a shrinking pool of candidates and started building their own sustainable pipeline. And we're about to walk through exactly how you can do it too. Okay, so let's start with the why. Before we can build a new solution, we have to understand why the old methods are failing. And the truth is, the job itself has evolved a lot. It's not just about turning a wrench anymore. Now, what's really fascinating here is the contrast. The operator of the past, a mechanical specialist. The operator of today, they're more like a hybrid technician. Yeah, they need to know how to set a die, but they also need to be comfortable with digital controls, inputting data into an ERP system, and really understanding how their machine fits into the bigger picture. They've gone from just following orders to actively solving problems on the floor. Understanding that change leads us directly to our first big action item. We need to completely redefine the role, and it all starts with the single most important document in your entire hiring process, the job description. So the key takeaway here is to stop thinking of your job description as just a list of duties. It's a marketing document. Use a title people are actually searching for. Be upfront about the physical work. That sets expectations and helps with retention. But most importantly, clearly separate your absolute must-haves from your nice-to-haves. That one change alone opens the door to a much, much wider pool of high-potential candidates. And really, it all comes down to this. These three little words might just be the most powerful thing you can add to your job posting today. You see what's happening here? This perfectly captures that strategic pivot. You're no longer filtering out everyone who isn't a perfect match. Instead, you're actively attracting people who are mechanically inclined, who are adaptable, and who are just eager to learn and grow. You're sending a clear signal that you hire for aptitude, not just history. Okay, so you've rewritten your job description to be a magnet for potential. Awesome. But a magnet is useless if you don't put it in the right place, right? If you're only posting on the big online job boards, you're fishing in a seriously overcrowded pond. You need to get proactive and build a real, multi-channel pipeline. I'm talking about building actual relationships with your local technical colleges. They are literally training your future workforce. Connect with military transition programs to find veterans who have incredible discipline and technical skills. Get active in your regional manufacturing alliance. These aren't just one-off tactics. This is about building an ecosystem that feeds talent right to your door. So now your pipeline is starting to fill up with all these high-potential applicants. That's a great problem to have. The next challenge, though, is figuring out how to identify the true gems. Since we can't just rely on past experience, we need a whole new toolkit to assess for aptitude and predict future success. This is where your modern hiring toolkit comes into play. You start with a validated mechanical aptitude test, like the Wiesen test, to measure a person's innate ability to understand how machines work. Then you add a simple hands-on task. Maybe just asking them to measure a part with calipers, to see their dexterity and if they can follow instructions. And finally, you use a structured behavioral interview to really get a feel for their mindset. Together, these tools give you a full, holistic picture of a candidate's potential. And speaking of interviews, this slide is absolutely key. Stop asking hypothetical questions. Seriously, anyone can give you the right answer to what they would do. Instead, ask them what they did. Asking a candidate to describe a real past experience forces them to draw on actual skills and behaviors, making it a far, far more powerful predictor of how they'll actually perform on your shop floor. This brings us to the final, and I would argue the most important piece of the blueprint. You've done the work, you've hired a fantastic person with incredible potential. Now, you have to deliver on your promise to train them and, this is critical, give them a reason to build a long-term career with you. You've really got two main paths here. A formal registered apprenticeship is a deep, long-term investment. You're creating a master craftsperson, and that builds incredible loyalty. On the other hand, a structured on-the-job training program, or OJT, is a much more agile, company-focused approach to get someone skilled up on your specific equipment quickly. Look, neither is right or wrong. It's a strategic choice about what kind of talent you're trying to build. And this right here, this is the ultimate retention tool in action. Don't just offer a job, show them a career. From day one, a new hire should be able to see a clear, tangible path for advancement. An operator today can become a team lead tomorrow, a supervisor in a few years, and maybe even a manufacturing engineer down the road. When people see a future, they don't just work for you, they grow with you. So the blueprint is clear, right? Redefine the role, source for potential, assess for aptitude, and build a career, not just fill a job. The only question left is, where will you begin? Will it be rewriting that job description tomorrow morning, making a call to a local technical college, or maybe designing your first hands-on assessment? The choice is yours.